Hey guys, it is Wednesday afternoon here in the Philippines, so it is time for us to do our chase video, our final chase video for 2020, and our final regular weekly chase video. Because of the fact that I'm not acquiring as many chase pieces as what I used to, it's hard to do a weekly segment dedicated just to chase cars anymore. So what we're going to do is change Wednesday to another premium unboxing. We're going to do 2 premium unboxings per week and keep our free for all Saturday. The only difference for the Wednesday one, we will try to pick stuff that is a little bit more limited, a little rarer type of stuff that you don't get in like everyday situations. Some of it may be occasionally, but I'm going to try to keep it as rare as possible. And then we will still be getting the occasional chase pieces that we will unbox. But basically, Wednesday is just going to be another premium unboxing day, except, as I said, it will kind of be dedicated more to rarer pieces. Now, for holidays and such, we will bring back chase cars and do some chase-themed holiday stuff like we've been doing this past holiday season. And like what we're doing today. Today... This segment is dedicated to my top 10 picks for 2020. The top 10 chase cars that I acquired this year, and maybe not the favorites of like all chase cars made, but they're my favorite 10 that I have gotten for my collection. So, the theme in the background, well, that's a couple of them. The Camaro you guys just seen last week for the silver and gold, but really I had to bring it back because it really is one of my favorite ones for 2020. And I'll bring him up first so we could take a quick spin around on him again. But this is your Liquid Gold Series 2 from M2 Machines. They had Liquid Gold Moon Eyes like Series 1 and Series 2. Series 1 had an Econoline van as their chase vehicle. Series 2 had this 69 RSZ28 drag style Camaro for the chase vehicle. The reason I really dig this one is because it reminds me of the gold super chases from back in the day when they had the chrome ones, then they went to gold. So that's exactly what this reminds me of. So that's why this is one of my favorites. And as I said, we kind of already just took a look at this guy in the one video, but as you can see, typical RS front end, hideaway headlights, and you have the Z28 emblem in the grille. You have your cowl induction hood. Yeah, it is supposed to represent a cowl induction hood, but it's very small cowl induction hood. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's just a flat hood because it does not look too much like a cowl induction hood to me. It's maybe supposed to be one, but it does not have a very big bulge. But anyways, still a very nice car. And as I pointed out before, they would have had like Kragers for their street wheels. Then you go to the strip, and then you throw on your Stilly rims mounted to your slicks and race. So really cool car. As I said, would be the exact same thing as a gold super chase from back in, I don't know, I would say somewhere between 2012 to 2014 when they were doing the gold stuff. I think that was probably the correct era because the chrome stuff I think went from what would have been like maybe 2008 until about 2010, maybe 2011. So that's why this one's so special to me for this year, because it makes me reminisce about the gold super chases. But this is just a regular chase, one of 750, but still a very, very cool piece. Then the other one back here, you guys seen in my video of the cars I was most thankful to obtain this year for my Thanksgiving special. And this was the, I think, only chase car in the video. And this came out once again as one of my top 10 for 2020. Love this paint scheme and love the black wall tires with the C10 rally wheels and such. Not overdone, looks good with the Ultra Red paint. The Ultra Red interior looks great. The white chassis is overkill for originality, but still it's subtle enough where you can't even tell when it's sitting on the shelf. So it looks really great. They have great detail in the motor compartment as usual, and also the opening tailgate is a sweet feature on these two. So this was my favorite Ultra Red C10 of the year. This segment's going to have a lot of square bodies. I think there's 2, maybe 3 more square bodies in my top 10. So this is probably my favorite. So really nicely done truck. And as I said, for a chase vehicle, it's subtle. It could look like a stock vehicle at a dealership. Whereas like that Camaro probably could not, with the gold rims, gold bumpers, and all the other gold stuff. So that's something that I do like about the Ultra Reds, because they're kind of subtle. Unless they have the red tires and white tires and red wheels and things like that, then it's not so subtle anymore. So next is the guy I have here crushing a couple of my junkers for the regular body shop diorama. Like, he's rolling down and crushing these guys. So this is Bigfoot. I grew up with this truck, watching this truck on television and things like that. So this is a very iconic vehicle to me from my childhood. So I had to pick it as one of my favorite chase vehicles, and it looks really good with the emerald green. Yes, I prefer blue Bigfoot, but the emerald green machine looks great. No green wheels, no green chassis. Really, really cool piece. And this is a limited run greenie. And it does have a number under the suspension there, but it's too hard to read, so I can't tell you exactly what it is. But anyways, it's one of 200. It was a hobby exclusive or Mijo exclusive, something like that. But there was only, I think, 200 of these made, I think. If it was a Mijo, for sure, but if it was a hobby exclusive, there may be more than 200, because I do have a Golf Greenie that was definitely a Mijo release, and it was definitely only 200 pieces produced. So this one may be the hobby exclusive, and there may be a few more than a couple of hundred. But yeah, he's actually, that's why I had to put him like this, because that's how I remember him, crushing cars. So that's why Bigfoot is out here. Next one is a raw wagon. Not a big fan of the raw chase pieces, as I've pointed out before, but this one's not too bad. It almost looks like a silver with the white stripes, and this is a rare one from a box set, the Waikiki box set. This is the only vehicle I kept from that box set, actually, in the chase pieces. It was the main reason I bought the box set. So, love wagons, and that's one of the reasons this guy's out here. And it's a little harder to acquire because it is in a box set. So, really cool piece. And as I said, for a raw, it's nicely done. So, I'm not going to complain about it too much. I would prefer the green paint, but the stock one in the box set is green paint. A little bit darker, like a forest green, not quite like the emerald green, but still pretty close to the point where you may have not been able to tell that it's a greenie sitting next to the regular one. So I guess in this case, I do prefer the raw Zamac finish. And these are cool because they have an opening tailgate. So really cool feature for the wagons. Looks good with the American like torque thrust style wheels. Unfortunately, plastic base on this guy because it's in the box set. That's the only downside to this wagon. But besides that, it's really cool looking, especially with the surfboard and such on the roof. So that goes to the number 4 spot. And these are really not being done in any certain order. I just killed the mechanic. But anyways, yeah, we're just kind of randomly just grabbing them. I just grabbed my top 10. I really couldn't even tell you which one would be my favorite out of these 10. Probably, well, once we do them all, I'll tell you, and then I'll tell you why. So next that we're going to grab here is the Super Chase 57 Chevy Gasser from M2 Machines. And this one I had to pick because it was long overdue that we got a 57 Chevy Gasser, and M2 answered that. And they answered us with a lot of Gassers, so that's really cool. And then when I was able to obtain this 1 of 300 Super Chase Weekend Edition, I snagged it up and added it to my collection. Looks really good with the gold, like Hillebrand style wheels, the gold trim, gold interior. Actually, the stock one looks good. The stock one would look better if it had like a chrome finish wheel. They were kind of trying to simulate like magnesium look on the wheels, so they're kind of like a goldish paint on the stock one, but still nicely done. That's one of the reasons I picked this, though, just because it's a gasser. I love gassers, love my old drag racing cars, so this is actually one that had to be in my top 10. Really, not that I have a lot to choose from, because I didn't obtain a lot of chase cars this year that were made in 2020. I obtained a lot of chase pieces, but a lot of them were made, like, say, in 2010, 2015, and just random years throughout the things I bought this year. But yeah, I probably only got maybe 20 or 25 chase vehicles from 2020. So it wasn't so hard to pick out a top 10. Actually, it was hard to find, cars that I would say I really, really love and were my favorites from 2020 that were produced in 2020. It was easy to do if they were randomly produced, but for 2020 it was a little difficult. But even if I could pick any top 10 for cars I obtained this year, the Gasser and the Camaro definitely would have made it into the top 10. So, the other ones we've done so far are pretty cool, though. So we're halfway through, guys. Next one on our list is one that I can say I'm not 100% sure if it was released in late 2019 or early 2020. I got mine in early 2020. And it was because it just arrived here in the Philippines, and it was Christine. And I got the regular one, and then I got the Ultra Red one here. And this is a really cool Ultra Red, kind of subtle. It's hard to say that it's an Ultra Red when it's even sitting next to the regular one, if you're just looking at cars in the packages, because it has no other Ultra Red feature. It just has a basic cast finish chassis. The windows are blacked out, so you cannot see the interior. So the only things you got here is the Ultra Red paint. So really hard to say that it was an Ultra Red until you really start looking at the bright, like, I don't know what I would call fire engine red Christines next to it. Then you can really tell easy. But yeah, this is one because I love Christine, and this is my first Ultra Red regular variant. I had the pre-restoration Christine, but not the like evil or finished resto, post-resto Christine. So this definitely had to be in my top 10. And actually, this may even fall into like my top 10 favorite chase cars, just because I'm a fanatic when it comes to Christine. So do love this car, and it is very nicely done. I had the opportunity to actually get the greenie, and I didn't, just because, as I said before, I'm kind of over those green wheel, green base greenies. Now, if it would have been a green body greenie, I would have gotten it. Actually, I would love to get the 143rd Greenlight Christine and get the greenie of it, because it is a green body. It looks really sweet, so that would be a nice pair to pick up. So next on our list is another square body, and it is another Ultra Red square body. But this one I really dig because of the two-tone paint. This cream color with the Ultra Red, like candy red paint, looks really, really good on this truck. And it has really dark tinted windows, and it has a white base. I'm not sure. I think the dark tinted windows were actually part of the Ultra Red thing, because the regular one does not have such dark tinted windows. Then you have your regular engine. I was going to say maybe the engine's white or red, but it's not. So I'm going to say maybe the dark tinted windows was part of the chase features, but I don't know. I never heard of Autoworld using tinted glass to represent one of the features, but I may be wrong because this still has the like beige colored interior that the regular variant came with. So yeah, I forgot these windows were this dark in this truck, or I would have brought out the regular variant to put next to it so you guys could see how much darker these windows are. So, pretty cool truck. As I said, love the two-tone look. Would have preferred black walls. I know I can flip the tires around, but I'm a little more of a purist when it comes to the chase stuff, so I will just leave it alone. But yeah, there's another one that I got this year. It was the Olympic variant. And really, that one's cool, but I don't know. I just don't like the Ultra Red with the red hood and the red stripe. It looks like they had a problem with matching the paint or something like that. Like the truck had a accident, and then they had a hood put on it that's way off from the original color paint. So that was one reason I did not pick him as one of the ones in my top 10. But those two I had to bring out. Then last Autoworld. I know I have a lot of Ultra Reds, but I obtained a lot of Ultra Reds for 2020. So, this one may have been in our green and red first Christmas special. I know I brought out one of the 62s. I can't remember which one it was. This is the chase variant of the green 62 with the white roof. It is based on the chase variant of the black with gold. As you can tell, it has all gold trim and gold wheels, whereas the green with the white roof had just chrome trim and chrome Daytons. Well, this one I like because it has the pinstriping pattern on the side. It gives it some more, I guess you could say, style to it than just a plain red. Then the pinstriping on the hood was there on the black one too. I guess it's just that side stripe that kind of makes this the winner for me in the chase, because I do have the other one too, but it is, as I said, just straight black, or well, Ultra Red, because it's the chase variant, but this kind of breaks it up a little bit, this side stripe, and it kind of goes really great with the body lines on a 62, so looks really good. That's why I chose this guy over the other one. And that's what's cool about the Mijo exclusives. A and B release are all different chases. They're not the same one shared amongst A and B like they do for retail releases. The Mijo ones are slightly different. They may base it on the same car, like this one, as I said, gold trim and all that stuff, is based on the black 62, but they do these subtle differences, like the different pinstriping on the hood and then these side stripes. So really cool that Mijo does that to kind of break it up, where it's cool to have both chase pieces. So, the next one is one that you just seen, well, I think in the silver and gold video. But this is one that I just got 2 weeks ago. It was one of the ones I bought as a Christmas gift for myself. I just didn't bring it back out with the Daytona in my Christmas haul video because you guys just seen it in the silver and gold. But there's no way I could deny this one for being in the top 10 of 2020. I love this super. As I said, the red one I like slightly more, but I do dig this one too because it looks like a Jake Coughlin Pro Stock car or something like that you would see racing at National Trail Raceway in Columbus, Ohio, or anywhere for that matter. I just said National Trail because it's near their headquarters, Jake's headquarters in Columbus. That's one thing. I'm proud to be from Ohio and be a gearhead because we are the capital of performance parts distributors. We have Jags in Columbus, and we have Summit. Well, where else but Summit? So I know there's Summit Racing everywhere, but that's where they got their original name from. It's in Summit County, Ohio, where Akron is located. But anyways, back to the chase pieces. This one, as I said, I couldn't deny it. Had to bring it back and put it in the top 10. So absolutely love that car. I'm ecstatic to have been able to get it. I didn't think I was going to be able to find one here, but I finally did. So I was really, really happy to acquire that one. Then the last but not least by far is probably the rarest piece I picked up this year. This is another Super Chase Mijo exclusive, and it is another square body, but it is a 2-piece set. And this is the rarest of the rare when it comes to the Mijo exclusive Chase pieces. Most of the single package ones that I have, like Moon Eyes, and then just your regular Silverado, the black and white one, the Edelbrock, all of them are one of 300. This set here, though, is one of 250. So this is the rarest set, rarest square body from Mijo that was released. And what's cool, it's 2 chase vehicles in the set. So you get your C60 with your matching square body. And I really dig the chase set actually a little better than the regular set because of the gold wheels. The stock set has black wheels, so you cannot see the detail, and I really love these, like Krager American style wheels, so it looks really great. So let's take them apart here and look at one at a time. So here's your square body, and it has a really cool Chevy paint job. So if you are a diehard Chevy guy, you probably will really dig this paint job with the diagonal bow tie across the side of the bed, your Chevrolet in white letters, then you have your Chevrolet bow tie again on the door with the performance. Then you have a blacked out hood with another bow tie and Chevrolet lettering on the hood again. I think it's overdone with the Chevrolet stuff. I would have kept it all red. I would have maybe put the bow tie on the hood like this and on the bed. I wouldn't have put anything on the door though, but that's just my own personal opinion. And looks really good as always with all the gold stuff. This one has a gold base, whereas a lot of the Mijos don't have a gold base. And gold interior. And then this one I think is just a 4-barrel. I don't think it has any injected style engine. No, I'm wrong. It has like a ZR1 type injection, maybe supercharger, so it does have more than just your carbureted. I think that was the Big Kahuna one that I had just gotten that has the carbureted engine again, because most of these like Pro Touring looking trucks have LS style engines in them from M2. So it's rare that the Big Kahuna has just a carbureted engine. But yeah, the Big Kahuna almost fell into the top 10, but I think the Ultra Reds I like slightly more, so I had to give the second Ultra Red a spot instead of a second M2. So sorry M2, but Autoworld won it with the square bodies this year, for me anyways. So there's your C60. Everything's gold underneath and looks really good. Really heavy casting, as I pointed out with the other one that I had out in the white Chasemas video, and they're really heavy because this is all metal, this rollback. Unfortunately, it does not really roll back, and this one though actually rolls a little better. Let me put the camera down here so you can see. It rolls a little better, but you can see how it grabs because they didn't gap the tire in the bed. I don't know who designed this, but as you can see, if it just hangs there loosely, then hey, yeah, it's fine. But as soon as it gets any weight on it, the tire rubs the bed. So that's unfortunate. But anyways, so I told you guys at the end I would tell you if I had to pick one as my favorite of all of them. And yeah, I can do that. Actually, I can pick a top 3 here. Number 1 would be the Demon Super Treasure Hunt. I just love that car. Think it's great. Then the other 2 would be Christine and the 57 Chevy Gasser. That would be my top 3 out of these 10. But as I said, it's not anything that I don't like the other ones. It's just that I'm a Mopar guy, so the Demon is for sure going to be number 1. I think it's the only Mopar in this top 10, so it's kind of surprising to only have one Mopar here. Well, actually, I'm sorry, Christine is a Mopar too. And that's probably one of the reasons I picked her, but also, as I said, I'm a Christine fanatic. Love the movie, love the diecast, so I have a lot of it, so that's why she's here. And then, last but not least, I love Gassers, so that's why the 57 Chevy's here. And out of the Tri-5s, 57 is my favorite. Now we just need somebody to make a 56 Chevy Gasser, so if any of you guys are listening, M2, Greenlight, or Autoworld, if you can, make us a 56 Chevy Gasser. And I think the ones that could answer this probably would be M2. Or perhaps Hot Wheels too. They have a 56 casting. All they need to do is make another base. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 pick. As I said, there's other chase cars out there that I would have loved to have gotten that I didn't, so that's why I didn't pick them, obviously. These are just my own cars that I have gotten from 2020, during 2020, and it's my top 10 pick. But there are some really badass chase pieces out there that I was not fortunate enough to get this year. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. It's free. It costs absolutely nothing, so why not do it? And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Once again, that's free too, so why not do it? And then, if you did really enjoy the video, please share it and tell your friends about my channel. And I will be back this weekend with a similar video. This video is going to be dedicated to my top 20 picks that I obtained during 2020, non-chase cars. So I will do that on probably Saturday. And then I will also mention some cars that I think are fabulous, but I was not able to get them this year. So they are on my hit list for 2021, but they came out in 2020. So I have like 5 of them I will mention. But then I have my own personal top 10 picks that I was fortunate enough to get. So we will bring them out and look at them this weekend. So guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a happy new year. And I will talk to you guys next year.